Guys, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. Remember my usual slogan. I said mathematics will be delivered to your doorstep and it will be placed at your fingertips. Today we want to use our fingers to solve another aspect of mathematics. This has to do with special angles. That is 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. We want to find their trig function. That is the sine, the cosine and the tangent of these special angles using our fingers. So how do we go about it? Now I have written this on the board so as for us to understand the concept. Sine 0 is 0 and so on and so forth like this. And this is what you have when you use your calculator or use your four-figure table. Now we want to use our fingers, our national endowment. We want to use it to prove this, so that mathematics you don't cram. I don't like student cramming. Try to understand the concept. When you understand the concept, honestly speaking, you can go places. So let us now see how this is being done. Now, if you want to use your fingers to solve this special angle, particularly you use your left hand there, you stretch out the left hand fingers. Now you can see the way I calibrated the fingers. Here we have 0, 30, 45, 60 and of course we have 90. We want to find the sine equivalent, cosine equivalent as well as the tan equivalent. So let us now see it has a special rule. If you want to find the sine, stretching out the fingers of the right hand there, you have this formula. And what is the formula? That is, we have sine is equal to square root of finger below all over 2. That is the formula we use if you want to find. That is finger below. We have finger below. Let me say finger below square root of finger below all over 2. Let us now see. Now, if you talk of sine is 0, remember what is our sine 0? It is 0. Let us now prove it. We have 0. Sine 0, you hold that finger. That is 0. That is the finger in question. Sine 0, what is the formula? Finger, the square root of finger below. Now if I hold this, how many fingers do I have below? I have none. That is 0. 0 all over 2. That is square root of 0 all over 2 is equal to what? Is equal to 0. That is sine 0 square root of 0 all over 2, which is 0 all over 2, and is what? Is 0. It is proven. So it means it is equal to 0. Let us now see if you are having that of 30. 30, these are finger 30. You can see this is 30. How many fingers do you have below? We have 1. We have this 1. That is square root of 1 all over what? 2. Square root of 1 is what? Is 1. 1 all over 2 is half. That is how we got it. Now let's go to 45. 45. This is our 45. How many fingers do you have to the bottom? I have 2 fingers. So it means square root of 2. We have sine is equal to square root of 2 all over 2. If you now take it to the short form, that is multiplied through by root 2 all over root 2. This now will give us 2 all over 2 root 2. And this cancels this, we now have 1 all over root 2. That is how we got sine 45 is equal to 1 all over root 2. Let's go to 60. 60, how many fingers? This is our 60. How many fingers do you have? We have 1, 2, 3. That is going to be square root of 3 all over 2. That is root 3 all over 2. That is how we got that. Now, let's go to that of the last one, which is 90. 90 we have, this is our 90. How many fingers do you have? To the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it now means square root of 4, which is 2. 2 on 2 is 1. This is how we got 1. Is that understood? Now, let's go to that of cosine. Let's go to that of cosine. The rule will change for that of cosine. What is the rule? This one is going to be the fingers above. This one is now going to be the fingers above. It's going to be fingers above. So let's go now. We want to deal with cosine. Cos 0. Cos 0. This is our 0. Now this one we now have what? We have cosine. So this one turns to cosine. Cosine is now going to be square root of fingers above all over 2. That gives us the rule. Now here let's go. Cos 0. We have 0. This is cos 0. How many fingers above? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it now means that we're having 4. This one is going to be 1 square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 on 2 is equal to 1. That is how we got cos 0 is equal to 1. Let's go to cos 30. Cos 30, this is our 30. In our 30, the rule says fingers above. How many fingers do you have above? 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be square root of 3 all over 2. That is root 3 on 2. And that is how we got root 3 on 2. Let's go to cos 45. Cos 45. How many fingers above? This is 45. How many fingers above? 2. How many fingers? Okay, we have this 45. How many fingers above? We have root 2. Root 2 all over 2. Just as we have proven here. Root 2 all over root 2 is now going to be 1 all over this 1 all over root 2. That is how we got that. Let's go to cos 60. Cos 60, this is 60. How many fingers do you have above? This is the fingers that you have above. So it's going to be square root of 1 all over 2, which is, what's root 1? Root 1 is 1. 1 all over 2 is same thing as these two. Lastly, let's go to 90. 90, this is our 90, finger 90. How many fingers do you have above? None. That is 0. Square root of 0 is what? Is 0. Is 0 on 2 is still what? Is still 0. That is 0. If they say you this cos 90, it means you don't know anything. You are olodo. That is, you don't know anything. That is cos 90. So that is how we got that. Is that understood? Is that understood? Yes, sir. Yes. Let's move on. Let's go to that of tan. Mr. Tan. We go to tan. The tan has a special formula. It has, yes, for the tan. Tan takes another dimension. The formula for the tan is going to be square root of fingers above all over square root of fingers below. That is the tan. Let us now see how it is being done. Now, in this case, for our tan, you are going to turn the left hand fingers. You turn it the other way. You remember when we were doing that of sine and cosine, the fingers are facing. But this time around, when you want to do that of tan, we use the reverse side. Now, this one will be 0. This will be 30. This will be 45. This will be 60. And of course, this will be 90. Now, let's see that. Now, we want to deal with tan 0. This is our 0. How many, say square root of finger above? How many fingers you have above? Zero. None. So it's going to be square root of 0 all over. How many here? We are having 4. Square root of, now is 0 on square root of 4. It is equal to 0. That's how we got that 0. Let's go to tan 30. This is our 30. Now, how many fingers you have above? We have only this. That's going to be square root of 1 all over square root of 3. All over square root of 3. Now, square root of 1 is 1 all over square root of 3. That's how we got that. Now, let's go to 45. 45, this is 0, 30, 45. How many fingers you have above? We have 2. Now, square root of 2 all over, how many fingers you have below? 2. Square root of 2. Root 2 on 2. That is, we have square root of 2 all over square root of 2, which is equal to 1. That's how we got that 1. We go to that of 60. 0, 30, 45, 60. Now 60. How many fingers do you have above? 3. That is going to be root 3 all over. How many fingers below? 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Root 3 all over root 1 is going to be root 3. That's how we got root 3. Let's go to the last one, which is 90. We have 90. How many fingers above? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that is square root of 4. We have square root of 4. Square root of 4 all over. How many fingers we have below? 0. Square root of 0. So we now have, that is 2 all over 0. When you have 2 all over 0, it is undefined. Undefined. So it means you can never get the value of tan 90. Class, if you understand or you enjoy this class, please top off and like the video. Thank you. Class, if you enjoyed this topic, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you.